This presentation aims to explain what pupil premium funding is and how this is being used at Castle Academy to improve outcomes for our disadvantaged pupils across school. The pupil premium was introduced by the government in April 2011, and it is additional funding given to schools so that they can support their disadvantaged pupils and close the attainment gap between them and their peers. Although the government do not dictate how schools should spend the money, the expectation is that schools should employ the strategies that they know will support these pupils to increase their attainment and close the gap between their attainment and the attainment of other pupils. Schools must show how they're using pupil premium effectively in a number of ways: by publishing online pupil premium impact statement on the school website, through inspections by Ofsted, and through the published performance tables. Castle Academy is also held to account by the Australia Central Team through regular pupil premium monitoring visits and termly pupil premium cluster events. As stated, all schools are obliged to publish an impact statement on the website, which outlines the effectiveness of strategies used. This usually includes attainment data for reportable year groups and an analysis of interventions put in place. However, due to COVID-19, Australia schools have all published the following pupil premium impact statement for 2020, explaining that this has not been possible to evaluate all planned strategies this year due to the world pandemic. In light of COVID-19 and previous pupil premium strategy outcomes, we have identified the following priorities within our 2020 pupil premium strategy. For improved mental health and well-being, increased use of evidence-based interventions to improve academic outcomes across school, improved language skills, improved attendance and punctuality, and increased parental engagement in order to support pupils' learning in school as well as at home. These priorities link with the school improvement plan and, where appropriate, have also been linked to staff appraisals this year. The government and the Education Endowment Foundation have provided guidance to promote the effective spending of pupil premium funding. A tiered approach is advocated where a significant focus is on improving the quality of teaching, providing targeted academic support, and other wider approaches. Our pupil premium strategies are organised into these three tiers within our published strategy. This shows how we have grouped our initiatives, which are linked to our previously stated priorities, according to the research. The following slides will explain how the money is being spent within each tier. In order to improve outcomes for all pupils, including disadvantaged, we have invested a proportion of the pupil premium funding to enable staff to access continued professional development. For example, a member of support staff is now our nominated communication champion and attends regular training and supports both staff and pupils in school with the implementation of speech and language interventions. The pupil premium funding has also been used to pay for some of the training courses. The Senko, who is also pupil premium lead, has completed further Thrive training, which will be shared with the wider staff to embed the use of Thrive across school. This tier also includes money spent to release key staff to monitor and evaluate the impact of pupil premium strategies employed by the school. This includes the pupil premium English and Maths leads. In the second tier of spending, we have used the Education Endowment research to further improve the outcomes of school-based interventions. This provides reports on the impact of a range of proposed strategies or interventions, e.g. small group tuition. We have referenced these within our pupil premium strategy. The Senko and Maths and English leads have worked collaboratively to research and use the funding to gain more evidence-based approach towards interventions across school. This has resulted in the purchasing of interventions and resources such as Power of Two and Number Sense. Within this tier, spending also includes the teaching assistant deployment time to deliver the specific interventions. This also includes the role of a parent support advisor, which is also funded by pupil premium. Mrs. Bond continues to deliver a range of pastoral interventions such as Thrive and Lego therapy, as well as spending time supporting vulnerable children and families through the Early Help Assessment Framework. Some of the funding in this tier has also been used to purchase EduKey provision mapping software, which allows leaders and teachers to evaluate and track the impact of interventions at a whole school, group, and individual level. In the third tier of spending, wider approaches, school plans to use the funding to promote attendance and engagement. This includes Mrs. Bond's time spent within her parent support advisor role as attendance officer, where she's able to monitor and track pupil attendance and support the families where attendance has been highlighted as needing improvement or additional support. Breakfast Club is also a strategy that has been used in the past to provide extended school provision and also promote attendance and punctuality. At present, we have been unable to provide this due to the restrictions in place to maintain class bubbles. This is under constant review and the pupil premium strategy will be updated to reflect Breakfast Club spending. Funding covers the cost of our continued subscription to the Thrive Online system, which allows for whole class, group and individual pastoral assessment and action planning. This software also provides impact reports. We've also invested the pupil premium funding on several home learning platforms, which we think will be particularly valuable in the current climate, with blended learning being a priority. For the full pupil premium strategy, with a breakdown of initiatives, their rationale and costings, please click on the link to the pupil premium page on the school website. We hope that you found this presentation useful and are now clear on the school's priorities and initiatives outlined in the Pupil Premium Strategy 2020. If you have any questions about any aspect of this presentation, please feel free to contact our Pupil Premium Lead, Claire Blagden, via email or to ask questions at the upcoming Governors meeting.